I made a zine. I made a zine. I made a zine. I made a zine. As you can tell from the title of this month's video and that very brief intro, I made a zine. I started this a little while back ago, maybe like a month or two, but around the first or second week of June, I decided I wanted to finish it and make a video about it. This all kind of started back in 2021 when I had the original plan to make a magazine with a friend, but that was very hard to do. So I decided to start small and make this zine that I will be talking about today. So this was the first zine I've made. I planned most of it out on Google Slides, and I will show that right here. I don't think this zine is perfect in any shape or form, which I'm mentioning because I am a perfectionist, and that was something that I really struggled with as I was making this zine. But I think I was able to lean into it not being perfect and focus more on executing the idea, because I just wanted to share what I made with others, and I know I can improve as I make more and more zines. So now I will be discussing the cover of the zine. I chose to call it Whatever Man because to me that represents that it is what it is mindset of accepting the changes that happen and moving on from them. I chose to have an evergreen tree with butterflies around it on the cover, which was actually sparked from a mutual that I have who told me I remind them of an evergreen tree. But evergreen trees withstand and survive all types of conditions and environments as seasons change and life happens, to remain the same throughout the entire year. And that deeply resonated with me because I have also survived all types of conditions and environments to remain me. Some people may say I've changed, but I feel as though I've only discovered more about myself. And at my core, I'm still me. So, in regards to page 1, this is just a short letter I wrote addressing the theme and the purpose of this scene. So I'll read it. Letter from Extreme Lord. This zine tells the story of my journey with navigating change and all that comes with it. I've come far from where I once was. I'm no longer some little kid, overwhelmed and afraid of living. I honestly never thought I'd reach this point, and yet I'm here. Because of that, I wanted to share these poems and things I created that really got me through that tough time. And of course, let you know you're not alone. Thank you. With love, Extreme Lord. So, for page 2 of the zine, I chose a picture of me when I was younger with the words, "I don't think I'll ever be happy," written continuously along it. It wasn't exactly at the age of this picture that I began struggling with major depression, but I chose to use this picture because it represented my mindset as a child. Happiness felt so far away from me. I didn't see it as an emotion. I saw it as a state of being, and it honestly felt like it would never be mine. So, in regards to order of the zine, I made these next pages first. I had actually made these pages back in 2021 when I was at VCU, but I decided to include it in the zine because I feel as though it really fits in with the theme and perfectly represents my mindset as a teenager. I'm 21 now, but throughout high school and the first 2 years of college, I was just trying to figure everything out in regards to my life and what direction I wanted to go. I didn't have all the answers I have now. I just kept trying things, but nothing really felt right. So, pages 5 and 6, I believe, are an essay I wrote on being trans. It's the first essay I've written in a long time, I think. I used to write a lot when I was younger, but I fell out of it with like school and stuff. But as I was making this zine, I really wanted to share more of my experience with being trans and whatnot, and this essay was the outcome of it. So page 7 is a poem I wrote a few years back. It's about a friendship breakup I was going through at the time, but I decided to include it in the zine because I feel like it perfectly describes my mindset now as a young person navigating adulthood. I'll read it now. Life is replacement after replacement. One day you're close to someone, and the next day you aren't. But that doesn't mean the love is gone, or that the memories have been forgotten. Sometimes things just end, and that hurts to think about. But it's okay. You will be okay. And if not, that's okay too. So, this last page has one of my favorite tweets ever. It says, "It's as if the universe had us meet to show how beautiful it is to let go. I'm grateful that the universe was as kind as it was cruel for it to be you." So like I said, this is one of my favorite tweets ever. I saw it at a time when I really needed confirmation from the universe. I feel like everything was just written so beautifully, so clearly, so simple. So much so, I decided to make the last page of the zine. Although it can be seen as bittersweet, I feel like this also perfectly represents my current mood and mindset. I'm just allowing changes to happen and letting things end. Although I may have wished certain things could have lasted longer, I'm really just grateful to have experienced it all. I very much so felt like a little kid in art class making this zine. It made my inner child very happy. It was very therapeutic, and it was just fun to do. I used to write a lot when I was younger, like I said before, but I never really got into making zines. So I'm glad that I was able to do this for my inner child, I guess. But I definitely want to keep making zines in the future and like do the magazines and stuff. So I'll keep you guys updated on that, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I do.